Hello, my name is Martin, welcome back to another video. So in this video it's just a basic update to the previous videos that we've made. If you've watched quite a few of my videos, things have changed, one or two things have changed, so we'll go through and we'll ring the changes. Oh, by the way, you'll notice I'm still downstairs in the living room filming in front of the fireplace. Remember in one of the videos I had some paintbrushes, I was going to do the back bedroom up and make it into a studio. Well, that didn't quite work out, it turned into a bit of a disaster. Well, not quite a disaster, but I'll take you upstairs in a bit into my back bedroom and you can see why it didn't work. So, Pomona Island, what's been going on at Pomona Island? I was down there about a week ago, I took my friend down there to have a look around and things are changing, things are happening down there. I don't know what's going on, they've resurfaced one of the roads. And I don't know why they've done it. They've cut back some of the weeds. There's cones down there. There's workman's tools down there. Is this the start of things changing at Pomona Island? I don't know. I don't know what's going on. It will break my heart when things change. Something flying about in the air. It will break my heart when things change down there and when they start to actually develop it. There is one poppy left though. If you want to get down there, there's still a poppy left. But most of the blackberries have gone now. Even I didn't catch the blackberries. I was down there at the end of August with a Tupperware dish and most of the blackberries have dried up now, so you can't get any blackberries down there anymore. So if you do go to Pomona, go in from the Pomona Metrolink station end because it's just a little bit more of a wider. You go down a road into it and you can see the island in front of you. If you go from Cornbrook, you have to go through a gap in the fence. Sometimes there's people hanging about there and they've always been totally nice, but to look at, first off, they look a bit intimidating. So going from the Pomona Station end, it's a little bit more of a broader entrance to Pomona Island. Get yourself down there. It's very ugly, it's very derelict, but at the same time it's quite a special place. That brings us on to Tib Street. Remember I made a video called the Tib Street Horn? Well, that's completely changed now. The sculpture, I can't say it's sculpture, the sculpture has gone, the corner of the building has gone. I was down there a couple of days ago and I managed to capture them just burying the cellars to the former hat factory that used to stand there. It was a hat factory on that site. I don't remember it, apparently it was still there in the 80s, but I don't remember it. But it's completely changed now there, it's been flattened and they're going to build, guess what, apartments there. So nothing to see now at Tib Street. I hope that they keep the horn though, the sculpture, and they re-erect it somewhere else. There was rumour that they were going to put it up somewhere else, but I really hope we see that again somewhere because it would be a shame if it just goes into storage. Which brings us on to the corner house. The corner house was in one of my videos and for 17 weeks over the summer it was occupied by some homeless people and they were holding a protest there. Well, they got evicted very recently and it's just back to the way it was. It's a derelict building awaiting demolition. So unfortunately the corner house will eventually soon be gone and all those films that you saw there, you won't be able to go there anymore. Talking of cinemas, the Odeon Cinema on Oxford Street, that's completely changed, that's gone now completely and it's basically a hole in the ground. As you can see, it's just a bowl. Don't know what they're doing there, obviously it's going to be some kind of development, but that's just a hole in the ground at the moment. Difficult to film because it's all fenced off, but yeah, be interesting to see what they build there, whether it's just going to be something faceless or something interesting. Let me know if you know what they're going to build there. So if you remember a video that I did called Lost Waterways, whilst I was filming that video, I went down this little path to go and look at Grocer's Warehouse Tunnel. And I didn't know there was a homeless man that lived there and he lived on this barge. And he had all these dogs and all these dogs attacked me while I was filming down there. They sort of ripped my jeans and bit through and broke my skin and everything. There was like a mummy and daddy Jack Russell and about 5 puppies and they were all going at me at once. The man was very nice and he got rid of the dogs and everything and I told him what we're doing. But later on his boat burned out and now that Grocer's Warehouse Tunnel looks even worse now because there's the remains of his barge all burned out and still all that rubbish there, so it's quite an eyesore there at the minute. I didn't burn the boat out, by the way, nothing to do with me. It wasn't revenge for the dogs or anything like that. So you may have seen this development near Victoria Station. It currently looks like a big tall bog roll holder, but it's basically, that's the stairwell and the lift shafts for something called Hotel Indigo. Amazing that they fitted it on that corner there, and it's going to be a round hotel, Hotel Indigo, and the old building that was owned by the co-op that was former shops that stood derelict for years and years and years, that is going to be a Marco Pierre White restaurant. So that's probably not a bad thing really. I'm amazed that they fitted all that in there, to be honest with you. But yeah, Marco Pierre White restaurant, don't think I'll be eating there because the poshest I get is Marks and Spencer's. So it'll be interesting to see when that's all finished and what that looks like. So did you manage to get down to the art gallery in Manchester to see the Shirley Baker exhibition and the True Faith exhibition? If you didn't, it's over now. They both finished at the end of August and at the beginning of September. They were brilliant. I hope you got down there to see them. But like I say, unfortunately it's finished. I'll keep my eye on the art gallery, and if there's anything interesting coming up I shall let you know. So stay tuned for that. Also this weekend, the 9th and 10th of September, it's the Strawberry Studios open day. I can't go to it unfortunately, but they're going to recreate Strawberry Studios as it was back in the day when all those artists and bands recorded there. I think they've got all the original gear in there, so that will be really interesting to go and see. That's on this weekend, 9th and 10th of September. Tickets are free, but you've got to book them. It's through a site called Eventbrite. Remember we telling you about the telephone box in the Wirral, that's been put back. So the telephone box was sort of like an iconic telephone box that a band called Orchestral Manoeuvres in the Dark wrote a song about, and they used it basically as their office because they didn't have phones at home. So they would arrange times to speak to Virgin Records and speak to the manager, and they used to get phone calls there saying your single's gone into the top 40 and yep, you're on Top of the Pops tomorrow night. Amazing when you think of it really. But fans from all over the world used to go down to the Wirral and look at that telephone box, and without anybody knowing it was taken away by BT or whatever they're called these days. Anyway, there was uproar from the fans, and 2 local MPs got involved who were actually arguing at who had the most influence. 2 local MPs got involved, and they've got the phone box back, and the original phone box is being put in its original site, so that's quite good. Apparently though, they're not going to plug it back in, so the phone will be there but it won't be live, you won't be able to make phone calls from it. Anyway, the song was called Red Frame White Light, and the phone box was 0151 632 3003, so don't phone it because it's not live anymore. Right, so I might look a little bit different, but as promised, let me show you why I can't film in the back bedroom. You're just on my portable camera at the minute, so I shall now take you into the back bedroom and see if you can tell me why I can't use it. Ready? So off we go, up the stairs. Okay, so here we go, into the room. Hello, my name is Martin, welcome back to another video. As you can see, here we are in the back bedroom. Noticed? It sounds like an echo chamber. I cannot record in here, so I need to it's got a hard floor, you see. So basically, that's where I'm editing this video as we speak. I need to get a carpet on the floor so it doesn't sound like this. It's okay when you listen to music, but I can't record like this. Let me get out of it, it sounds terrible. So there you go, that was just a bit of a quick update as to what's been going on in Manchester, what are the things that have happened since I've made the previous videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. I am working on the next video, but like I say, I'm working nights at the minute and it always stops me from making videos because I do like long stints and I have to sleep and I can't go out and film and things like that. But nonetheless, if my channel goes quiet, you'll know that I am working on the next video and it will be out very soon. So thank you for watching, stay tuned, I shall see you very soon in the next video.